Hello to my Cappies. Cappies. Let's get into your reading. All right, let's go. Let's get into your reading. The moon is moving into Sagittarius. All of these readings are timeless. So let's get into your reading. This is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. Let's get into it. So some of you all are feeling quite lucky. All of my relationships are harmonious. Make sure that they are harmonious. Speak it into existence. Words are very powerful, and to set an intention to say that all of your relationships are harmonious, that is what you're putting out into the universe, that they are harmonious, right? So from your next door neighbors to your people at work, even if they were not harmonious yesterday, speak it out into the universe and make them harmonious. You make them harmonious. You put it out into the universe, right? So put it out into the universe. All of my relationships are harmonious, right? Let's get into it. Set the tone for your day. Let's do it. All right, let's go. All right. Let's get it. Don't worry about what other people think of you. You set the tone for your day. You never know. You never, ever know what can happen. So if you're looking for a job or you're looking for a mate or whatever, you setting the tone for your day, being in a harmonious mood could be just the whatever it is that you're looking for, right? So let's do it. Don't forget to journal. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody needs to journal. Somebody needs to journal. Start journaling. 8:17, passion. Follow your interest. You are being called upon to master a talent you already own. So the thing that you do that comes so naturally to you is your gift. These passions are given to you as to make your life meaningful for yourself and for others. So find that inspiration to pursue your gifts in your daily life. So consider a few ways you can have fun with your talents today, no matter how small or trivial they may seem. 817, right? 817. Yeah. Take a few, I don't know who, okay, I'm being led to say this to somebody. Journal. Okay. When you first wake up, somebody needs to get like one of those 99-cent composition books. Maybe a 99-cent, like you go to the dollar store or whatever, to journal your thoughts first thing in the morning. Like get it out. Just free write. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be structured any kind of way, right? But journal. Get those thoughts out. Negative, positive, whatever. Just get them out. Like you're clearing out whatever your thoughts are. Excuse me. When you first wake up, I don't know what everybody's jobs are, or your shifts, or whatever the case may be, but clear out your thoughts. And then, when you set your intentions, some people do like mirror work, like listening to 10-minute morning affirmations, like during the mirror, like in the mirror, like when people like brushing their teeth and like washing their face and things like that, doing your like 10-minute affirmations, doing things like that. I feel like that's going to help after you're getting the whatever it is, getting something out, like getting whatever out. Even if you're like typing it in your like your note section of your cell phone. Some people are not really tech savvy, but if you can like type it out in the note section, it doesn't have to make sense. That's overthinking it. Even if you're just typing, and then lock. Find out how to lock that note in. Just lock it on your cell phone. Right? So that people don't have access to your notes. Lock that feature on your cell phone, right? I think you can, like, depending on what kind of phone you have, but just lock your notes on your cell phone. Figure out how to do it. So if somebody gets your phone, they don't have access to your private notes. Lock those notes on your cell phone. Let's get into it. Right? Because a lot of you all have like downloads and things, like the source tries to get messages through you all through your dreams. A lot of people will say, I don't remember my dreams. You're overthinking it. It could be just like your daydreams, like that twilight, like right in between a deep dream you may have had and that thought that you had when you first woke up. It could be a daydream. Whatever the first thought you had when you first woke up. Don't overthink it, please. Don't break your brains trying to overthink it, please. So, but just get in the practice of journaling and lock your notes, okay? So, because it could be something very important. I don't know why I'm being called to tell somebody this, but it's I feel like Source keeps trying to give somebody messages and like very important things to tell you all, and I don't want you all to miss it. Whatever it is, I don't want you all to miss it. Like, there's some things that you're passionate about, like you're trying to stay focused. This color yellow right here connects us with like sunlight, and like Source is trying to shine a light on some things for you all. This one right here lets me know that somebody's embarking on a whole new journey. So you're trying to stay focused on some things that you're passionate about. So that 8 is like Source is giving you a vision for something. That's something you're passionate about, right? It could be anything, like writing a book. It could be like writing a song. It could be starting a clothing line. It can be anything that you're passionate about. And so I just want to make sure somebody's not giving up on their dreams, whether it's daydream, night dream, an idea that comes across your mind, so something you could be starting, and Source could be giving you steps and and at the same time telling you to close out anything else that could be confusing in your life. So Source could literally be giving you steps and bits and pieces, right? So you want to make sure all of your relationships are harmonious. So Source is saying, okay, I'm trying to help you to close out confusion in one area, but I'm giving you steps along the way for everything else. Okay, so I don't know who that's for, but don't know who that's for, but just trying to make sure I'm telling you whatever downloads I'm getting. So let's go. All right. So follow your interest, whatever you're interested in. I don't know what people are interested in. I'm just telling y'all I'm seeing in the cards what downloads are coming to me. So let's get into your reading, right? So the moon moving into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, like what's on the horizon for you, right? So, all right. The moon has moved into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the I philosophize sign, and then after the moon moves into Sagittarius, we're going to have the moon is going to move into last quarter moon in your sign, and you all are a very structured sign. So when you start aiming higher, and you have all of these grandiose ideas, then you want to add structure to it, right? And that's where your sign comes in. You all are a very structured 1 through, steps sign, right? So you have all these great ideas, you aiming higher, then that's where your sign comes in. You want to add some steps to it, right? So yeah. All right, there we go. Let's see. All right. There's a devil card, right? So the devil is in the details. Right? But the devil is crafty. It can add a lot of confusion. It can literally put you in a state of mind like, I'm confused, right? I don't even know where to start. Don't know where to end. That's where the devil comes in. It's like, okay, I'm confused. Okay, one cycle is closing out. I feel like I'm in a loop. I knew something was like having me to just like, okay, I'm coming out of one loop. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I knew something was saying, okay, yeah. The devil is the master of illusion and confusion, right? So yeah, I knew something was saying. Source was telling me to tell Capricorn, journal. It was just coming through too strong, right? Yeah. Pray and meditate. And then there's that fire again, that color fire right there again. Yeah. Because it can be confusing. If you don't add some kind of structure to your day, wake up, set an intention. It can be literally something as simple as this. All of my relationships are harmonious. Eyes open, just say it. All of my relationships are harmonious. Or something like, today is a great day. Or today is a harmonious day. Or today is a clear day or anything. Like, you set the tone. I don't know, right? So, right? Yeah. Right? The Empress card, right? So this is where, when we're talking about um, abundance and prosperity is growing, right? So you are passionate about your abundance and your prosperity is growing, right? My intuition is growing today. Like, I'm trying to, my telepathy is growing. My spiritual gifts are growing, right? There's also somebody who's, reaching out via telepathy. My gifts are growing. Maybe I'll sit down and meditate and I will try to reach out to somebody via telepathy. Who knows, All of my relationships are harmonious, right? Right. Here's the Eight of Wands, right? So this is a quick progression of something. Quick progression of something. So this is like you're being called upon to master a talent that you already own, right? So maybe somebody has the gift of telepathy, and maybe somebody is trying to master that. So telepathy would be like, I thought you up. Like, we've all heard that, like, oh, I was just thinking about you, and somebody calls you, or I was just thinking about you. Somebody shows up, at your front door, or and you're trying to master something quickly. But now you're telling somebody, like you're saying, oh, I just thought you up, and you just called me or something. I was meditating, I just thought you up, right? You're trying to master something, trying to pursue your gifts, no matter how small or how trivial they may seem, right? You're trying to be in sync, in harmony with something, right? Trying to be in harmony with something, right? Right. If somebody felt like they were baited into something, and right, this is Five of Wands. Somebody felt like they were baited into something, and somebody switched up on them, right? Somebody was baited into something, and somebody lied about something. Like somebody was somebody is trying to get a message through to you, or trying to get a message through to someone else, right? Right. So let's say, for instance, here we have the Queen of Cups here. You're very compassionate. You're trying to learn how to pour into yourself, right? You're trying to pour into yourself. So, here we have the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah. Yeah, here's the Page of Pentacles here. When you're trying to get a message through to someone, let's say, for instance, like via telepathy, right? Via telepathy. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to call someone and you say, I just thought you up. Like, we've all heard, our elders say that, because that's what I'm seeing here, your cards. Like, you've heard your elders say, I just thought you up, and here you are, knock, 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 at the door, right? Like somebody, at the door, knock, 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 at the door. Now today, people will say, You know, no pop-up visits. That's for the most part. I mean, unless you live in some parts, you know, of the world. Some people, it's like, oh, I was down the road or wherever parts of the world, you know. Um, um, but some people, you know, like this person right here, it just made somebody feel sick to their stomach, to just kind of sort of pop up, you know. It's just like somebody would, you know, just like show somebody some compassion, like basically show somebody some compassion. It's like, I didn't just mean to just show up at your house. I didn't just mean to show up. You know, like basically saying somebody's like, you know, I just been having nightmares, you know, ever since, you know, I you know, just been having nightmares, you know, and I know that you're on top of something, you know, I know that you're on top of something, right, right. Mm-hmm. So you have, looks like you have psychic gifts. Looks like that you have psychic gifts. That's what you have in common. It's two sides of the sword. Two sides of the swords here. A lot of people have inherited gifts. A lot of people have inherited gifts. And like all of, you know, relationships are harmonious, right? And you know, light has been shown on some things. Light has been shown on, you know, psychic gifts that we all have. I'm telling you, you have psychic gifts. A lot of you all, I'm seeing in your cards here, you'll have like your loved ones will say, you'll hear them talk about like numbers, right? Or somebody had a dream about fish. That's a common one, right? I just heard an artist on social media said every time the women in his family had dreams about fish, he knew, y'all probably know which artist I'm talking about. He knew that somebody was pregnant, right? Right, that's a common one that people don't think is strange, weird, or spooky. Every time somebody had a dream about fish, somebody was pregnant, right? People don't necessarily think that that's demonic because they're so popular. And this person being a big name artist, him saying it, people don't think it's so weird, strange, and spooky, right? So, yeah. Yep, here's the Queen of Wands here. But again, as long as, like I said, something has been exhausting, but Source is saying as long as, you know, you're determined to do, you know, like the shadow work, as long as you're determined to do the shadow work and pour into yourself, you know, as long as you're determined to do the shadow work. You know, do the shadow work. Yeah, here's the Page of Swords here. Yeah, and just stay focused. Stay focused. Yeah. Yeah, continue to stay focused. Yeah, continue to stay focused. Yeah, and continue to do your hard work. And just remain, like I said, conservative with your time. Yeah, continue to stay conservative with your time. Yeah, continue to stay conservative with your time. Because a lot, like I said, if you look on social media, a lot of people are starting to talk a lot about their spiritual gifts. A lot of spiritual gifts are coming to light. It's not as weird, strange, or spooky anymore. Especially people. A lot of people are talking about their telepathic gifts, specifically their telepathic gifts. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about their telepathic gifts. Right. A lot of people are talking about their you'll be grateful that a lot of things are behind you now, because it's starting to become more mainstream and a lot more people are talking about, you know, people having dreams about fish, people talking about playing numbers, those kind of things, right? And it's not looked at as demonic anymore, right? People start talking about ancestors more in their music. This is where we're talking about water and their creativity. People are starting to create more lyrical content around that, right? So here we have the Two of Wands, right? So window of opportunities are being created more, right? Where people are not limiting themselves to just, see this bus right here? A lot of things are becoming more global, right? There we go, right there. People are more inspired for things to become more global, right? It's far wide reaching, right? Because a lot of more people are doing the shadow work, right? And leaving behind just the limited to just like, just being just in one, just limiting it to just one area, right? Yeah. Where it's just so divided. People are just, you know, like expanding. So yeah. So that's what I'm seeing here. So that's where the compassion is coming in. That's where the a lot of compassion is coming in, and that's where a lot of people are starting to feel like they have this whole new lease on life, and people are being a lot more a lot more conservative with their time. Yeah, there it is. That's where people are starting to grow their money, because people are now really kind of, like I said before, inspired, motivated. Mm-hmm. Yep. Inspired and motivated. Yep. And that's how you're starting to see a lot more wishes being fulfilled here. A lot more wishes being fulfilled. So that's where you're following your interests, the things that you're passionate about here. And then multiple streams of income. See this card right here where you're seeing people, you see like people are creating candle lines, people are doing more of like, you see aloe vera here, you're seeing books, you're seeing, and it's just a lot of things having to do with multiple streams of income. Yeah, that's how people are growing their money, because people are expanding in terms of spirituality. Yeah. So, because you're starting to hear people talk more about things that people were limited before, and people are talking more about other things now, things that they're more passionate about. So, when you wake up and you start saying all of my relationships are harmonious, and you start hearing people and things are catching on like wildfire. Things are catching on more like wildfire, right? Because a lot more people are being a lot more focused, right? Because more people are being determined to do the shadow work. So, like I said, the devil is in the details, and the details is really kind of sort of bridging those, doing the work to bridge those, see this right here? Being the bridge. Kind of sort of being the open book, ideas, right? That's the, that is the beauty of enlightening energies and being harmonious. Like everything is not a big secret, right? This is the proper use of fire, right? Not being so secretive and being so scared of just sharing information. Yeah. And this is the window of opportunity as a result of it. Window of opportunity. in this year of 9, coming out of karmic cycles of being so afraid of sharing. And this is the window of opportunity that's headed someone's way. So you have a platform where big name artists are starting to share information about, oh, yeah, I thought you up, or another name for that. You have platforms where people are starting to open up and share. You're starting to see more of, and then people are learning how to pour into themselves. So you see this, the moon sign, this is important, your sun sign, this is important, your moon sign, this is important as your sun sign, right? Right, so look to the stars. Look to the stars. This is not idolizing any stars. You're seeing the moon phases, right? You're looking to your north node, right? What is your purpose? What are you passionate about? Follow your interests. Why are you here? Why are you here? What is your purpose? Because that's what this fire is here. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your energy? That's what you're being called to master your talent. The talent that you already own. Pull your birth chart. See where your north node is. I have a link for birth charts below. You're on top of something. You're on top of something. You don't have to copy someone else. What are you passionate about? That's what social is trying to help somebody to learn how to do. Right? Social status. You will reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. Yeah. Somebody has inherited a lot of gifts and talents. Somebody has the gift of telepathy. Like, you know when people are, you're literally on top of something. Like you're on top of the wheel. You know, if somebody was telling you that somebody does something for some kind of work or something, you'll know somebody's being honest with you or not. You know, like, you know if somebody's in danger. You'll know, like I said, you have the gift of telepathy. You have the gift of telepathy. You know what to believe and what not to believe. Something about the third auric layer for you. The mental body, third body, the 3 to 8 inches. This is connected to both the conscious and subconscious mind. It reveals self-doubts, limiting beliefs, mental processes, judgments, ideas about things. I'm saying emotionally, somebody having a lot of your wishes being fulfilled here. This wheel card here. Somebody's north node. Yeah, somebody's somebody's north node. Somebody's north node is going to make them very, very wealthy. Somebody's north node is going to make them very, very wealthy. So find out what your north node is. Somebody's north node is going to make them very, very wealthy, because you just pick up on, that's what we see in social status here. Like, look to the stars here for you. But somebody has a really, really good handle on things. I'm trying to see how I can best explain it. I know it kind of sounds vague in your reading, but I really want somebody to pick up, pull your, because the source really wants you to flesh out all that other distractions in somebody's mind. Like, get rid of all of the distractions. When you first wake up, whatever comes to your mind first, jot all that stuff down. Get it out in your notes section. Lock your notes. Start out with a clear mind, and then fill it up with positive affirmations. Just, you got 10-minute positive affirmations. You can listen to it while you lying in bed, or do the mirror work. Listen to it while you're brushing your teeth and washing your face in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Do your 10-minute affirmations. Say, all of my relationships are harmonious, or create your own intention, right? But I do see somebody's money growing, and I'm seeing multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. Because you're right there at your vault door. And I see somebody's a hard-working person. I do see your money growing. But yeah, you're on top of a lot of things. It's right on top of the wheel. Yeah, you're an alchemist. There's fire again. You're an alchemist. There's a lot of fire here. So there were some energies in your past that intentionally kept you burned out, confused, exhausted, in a state of confusion. But all of that's about to change. All of that is about to change. It's about to change. Yeah, you'll be living a healthier lifestyle. Yeah, you're very close to living a much healthier lifestyle. That's about to change. Something is about to change. You're about to wake up from a nightmare. It is about to change. Let's keep saying, put it out there in the universe. All of my relationships are harmonious. All of my relationships are harmonious. When you first wake up in the morning, get all of that, whatever, out of your mind. All of my relationships are harmonious. Because the enemy is really kind of like, where's that? Like riding somebody like Seabiscuit. And the enemy is not a person, just so we're crystal clear. It is like it's our carnal mind. It's the of feeling like we cannot get over the confusion. Like we just cannot feel like you can't get over just this state of confusion. Right. Just can't put stuff in structure and order. Like as soon as one thing ends, you just can't figure out something else. But you can. You really, really can. And so you don't need your time of birth to pull your birth chart. Like I said, find out what your north node is. Pull your birth chart. Find out what your north node is. Yeah, here we have miracles in the dark. In the darkest moments, it's easy to feel lost and alone. When you stay focused on the light, you'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. You'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. That's what I have for you. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. Yeah, but somebody's an alchemist. Somebody is definitely an alchemist. Yeah, somebody's definitely an alchemist. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.